So we're going to break down gold on the weekly time frame. But what I want you to notice is that the last trade we analyzed was 7 days ago. You just come to YouTube, Throne Trades, you look at the last trade we analyzed, and then this was the outcome. So you just come to Throne Telegram group, and then this was there. And we've been swinging that for a while. And I'm going to break down the entry for this trade, which was around 46,085, 4685. So before we go into today, let me just give you the key areas and why we're still bearish on gold. So this is the weekly chart for gold. The first thing you mark, this is our low, and then this was our highs. Okay, so the difference between this high, or even if I put it up there, and I want to explain to you something, the difference between these all-time highs and then this low with the wick was actually here on this candle here. So we're looking for sells because of this candle here. So the exact difference would be here, because you see this candle has broken below this low, and then this other low here. So this is the reason why the market is actually selling. And then from here, what I want you to notice now, this becomes your high, and then this becomes your higher low, okay? And then the market comes down, tries to pull back up, so this then becomes your next higher low. So from this here, you can see the scenario, market is failing to break this high, this higher high, which is an all-time highs, and then tries to pull back and doesn't reach there, comes down, tries to pull back to reach this high, doesn't, then tries to pull back here, doesn't reach. And then from here, we've seen the market comes and breaks these other lows here, which is the weekly low here, okay? So then now, that means since the market has failed to go further up from here and then it has broken the weekly lows, we're going to be looking for selling opportunities around this area. And then shall we have our targets? Our first targets would be at this weekly low. You see this weekly low? That is where our first target will be. And once it is broken, then we can look for these other areas here. So once you have this, I can just go to the daily, which is this. So on the daily, what do we see? Just break down the charts for you again. So on the daily, what you see here is that this was a high, and then the market attempted to pull back up and then failed to go further up from here. Okay, so from this scenario here, you've seen highs, market comes down, tries to go to this high and it doesn't. Then another one here, it doesn't. So that means now we are left with the 4 hourly. Remember, we are looking for trading opportunities below this area. So when I come to the 4 hourly, this is what I see now. Okay, so we've broken below this weekly support, which has now become our resistance, and then we are trading below this with the aim of targeting this. So from here, we can try to understand now there is a high here, which is exactly the previous support here on the weekly has been broken. So once you have this, then you can now come and look what is the difference between this high and then this new lower low, which was formed. Okay, so the difference between this high and then this new lower low is actually here. Okay, so that means anything below this, we shall be looking for trading opportunities. So now you can come to your 1 hour or your 30 minutes, whatever time frame you want to do. So on the 30 minutes time frame, what I want you to analyze and understand from here is that we have a high here, which is the market has failed to break. Market tries to go back into these highs and then it got rejected here and then comes to form a lower low here. Okay, and then pulls back now. So we are in a scenario whereby this could actually be another high that the market fails to break. So during London, New York session earlier on today, if we manage to fail to break above this and then come and break into this low, we could actually have that trade to the downside, and then we'll be targeting our first targets here. So this is the move I'm waiting for and watching out. We just want to look for selling opportunities below this area here, and then we can target this. So that's the move I'm looking forward to now. So let's see how this move is going to play out. So when you zoom the whole thing here, and then you keep it simple, price is currently here, you want to trade below this. This is the support which has been broken. But then now, if the only time we shall say the trend has changed is if the market suddenly breaks above this and then continues. Then when you can say the trend has changed. But anything below this and then below this, we're still bearish. So let's see how this is going to play out.